Hi everyone, it's Kristen from the Crafty Kitchen, and this is episode 1 of my Homemade for the Holidays series. And basically what this is all about is I'm making a lot of my Christmas presents for family and friends by hand. And it's gonna save me money, and it's fun to do, and I think people really love getting things that are homemade. I think they mean more, and they're more likely to use them, keep them around. So, the first thing I wanted to show you for my homemade for the holidays is a word book that I made for my friend who has a 2-year-old son. So, if your name is Lindsay and you have a son named Peyton and you're my friend, I would stop watching now. um, but I did a lot of this on my Gypsy, and here she is, and it's made things so much easier. I can lay everything out on one mat. I just cut the size papers I need, and I'm good to go. So, let me show you the book. Can't really zoom out, but let me. Okay, when you close the book, it spells Peyton. His name is Peyton. I actually designed the book in Make the Cut. This was before I had a Gypsy, and I use Make the Cut a lot in my cake decorating projects. It's really easy for me to do logos and stuff. So I designed the book in Make the Cut, and I cut it out of recycled chipboard, basically soda cases, things like that. And then I covered, the letters are welded onto the page. And then I covered all the pages with, all of the pattern paper is either from DCWV Nana's Kids or DCWV All About Boys. That's where all the paper is from. Okay, so let me walk you through each page. I left the back page of the P blank. Each page is a different colored paper. I think when I do my other books, I'm going to make the pages that face each other the same pattern paper. But for this, I liked all of the paper, so I wanted to use different ones. So this is dots. I used my white gel pen and did little dots on all the letters. This page is blank. This page, I got this stamp at Hobby Lobby. They have these stamps that are quotes from little kids. I thought it was cute. It says, "You make me smile all over my face." And I actually heat embossed this with black embossing powder. And I don't know if you can see that, but that embossing came out. That's the best I've ever done. There is not a stray speck of black anywhere. And I think that has a lot to do with, I got a little embossing buddy bag at Michael's. It was Recollections brand. And you basically rub the bag over it before you stamp. And it came out gorgeous. So I love it. I think it's so cute. So the E page, I still need to draw journaling lines on the tags, but it's kind of a nautical theme. I have all these animals are from Create a Critter. I just glued a little, I embossed it with my Cuttlebug in the Divine Swirls folder, and I glued on my little octopus. And then there's a tag in here that comes out, and I welded the whale right onto the tag. And then I decorated him, and I'm going to draw little journaling lines in here for her. That tucks right back in. This is a tag pocket I got off of Tags, Bags, Boxes, and More, which I got from the Gypsy promotion update, and I've been using it nonstop. So I got the tag pocket from Tags, Bags, Boxes, and More. The tag I got from Tags, Bags, Boxes, and More, and I cut it to fit. I need to do a little decorating on the top, and she can put a picture on that, and right on the back, and then the crab is from Create a Critter. Okay. The back of the Y is a little robots theme, and I labeled each mat with what size picture she needs to put in there. This is 3x5, and I have little photo corners. I used my little Martha Stewart photo corner punch. And then the robots are from the birthday cakes cartridge. I don't have the robots cartridge, and I didn't really see me buying a whole cartridge just for robots. So I use the robots from the birthday cakes cartridge, and then this little tag slides out and she can just write some things in there. The next page is from Mini Monsters, and he keeps losing his eyeball, so I'm going to have to draw him another one. And this is a 3x5, and actually the picture will slide in here, and then the photo corners on top, and the same for the robots. They can slide in the back. So they are their own photo corner. And the page is a little bit like outer space alien, so I thought he was kind of fitting. Alright, this is a 4x4 mat, and I actually welded two rounded squares together on my gypsy. So this just pops open. She can put her picture in, and then it pops down. And the dinosaur is from Creator Critter, and the leaf is the accessory from the dinosaur, and he holds it down, the frame down. This is just a pretty simple, I wanted to use my Martha Stewart ribbon loop border punch, so I just made a little border, and she can glue a photo right in there. So this one's a pretty simple page. This I used my Martha Stewart Cherish Punch Around the Page set, and I made two 2x2 frames, and then I put in little photo corners so she can slide in two 2x2 pictures right there. Alright, this I love. I made this on Make the Cut too. This is before I had my gypsy. It says Little Man, and I stitched around it, and then this little starburst here is holding it, and you can open it, and it'll fit a 4x6 right here. So when it's closed, you can see a little bit of the picture, but you have to pop it open to see the full thing, and I just thought that was really cute. Alright, the back 2 pages. This is from the Martha Stewart Elegant Cakes cartridge, I believe. I just cut it big enough to fit a 4x6 mat. I put 2 photo corners in the corner, and then this is another 2x2. This is the Martha Stewart Bubble Bath Punch Around the Page, and the other photo can slide in the back here, and that'll help hold it, and then she can just glue a 2x2 down here. This page, I made 2 tags. I need to draw in the journaling lines that fit behind. And then this pops up, and she can put 3x5s on around all the corners, and this is a 5x5 mat. So she can cut anything that will fit into a 5x5 mat. So there's plenty of picture space in the back here. And then it folds right back up. And then the back page is just plain. I did Created by Kristen on the bottom. I heat embossed that from my Martha Stewart stamp setting kit. And it looks just like that. So here's my first word book. I'm doing at least 2 more. And they'll all be different. The other 2 are for little girls. So they're all going to be different. And I will make sure to show them to you as I finish them, as well as the rest of my Christmas presents. So this is my first Christmas word book. I still have to do a little bit more doodling and things like that, but for the most part, it's finished. This took me quite a while, so I'm glad I'm starting early. If you have any questions about it, please email me or leave me a comment, and I hope you have a fabulous day.